Our concept to creation is an 8-step process, and it's broken down into 3 key phases. First phase is pre-production, then we have a production phase, and we conclude with the post-production phase. The pre-production phase involves effectively customer brief. So we will consult with our customer on exactly what it is they're hoping to achieve, what their needs are, what their wants are, what their requirements are as an absolute minimum. And we have a sales team and a technical team that will dedicate their time to consulting with our customer. That forms the customer brief, which we will then turn into a quote and secure the work. We are often called to do the design as well. And we have very experienced designers on staff that can actually work with our customer to design up their product based around their brief. Sometimes we get fully designed product from customers, which obviously makes our job a little bit simpler. So that's a great way to receive it. We also will get sketches on a piece of A4, and we have the resources and the skill to be able to work with that just as well. The next stage would be to do CAD, and we would need a 3D CAD model, particularly if tooling is required, like in our Lunachrome 3D Chrome badge process. And we have CAD engineers on staff, so they will then develop the CAD model, again for our customer to approve prior to doing any other work with it. And we will then use that CAD model to produce the tooling. We have our own in-house CNC machining centre, so we do the tooling here in-house totally. So we will take that CAD file and then we would machine tooling from it. Once we have the tooling and the tooling is commissioned, we would then run a small sample run of parts. And they would be production intent parts off the tooling, and we would submit those to our customer for approval, along with any supporting paperwork like a PPAP. So we can produce that at whatever level our customer requires for them to approve, along with the part itself. And that's all part of the production process. And once that's approved, we will then swing into our volume production run. It's a pretty rare occurrence for us to change it at that stage, because we have so many checks and balances leading up to that stage. So we have colour approvals, and we have art approvals, and we have CAD approvals, tooling approvals, all these sorts of steps along the way. So it would be rare to require change at that stage, but yes, absolutely, because it's all done locally here, it can be a quick and relatively painless change if required. Once we finish production of the volume run, we often have requirements from our customers for post-production activities, and typically that would involve maybe assembling the badge into a template, and that it would be an alignment template to facilitate installation onto the back of the vehicle or their product. Those templates can be either reusable or disposable. They can be printed, they can be unprinted. So that's part of our post-production activities. It also sometimes requires product to be bagged and labelled, either in set lots or individually, which also helps with spare parts later on down the track for our customer. So we'll do the bagging and labelling as well before we do the final inspection, packaging, and then ultimately the delivery to our customer. And delivery can take various forms. It can be a bulk lot, it can be JIT, it can be Kanban. We can deliver to port of entry, we can do a single drop to our customer. There's a whole range of options that we offer to our customers. Depends on when we're brought into the program. Often customers will bring us in early, so we can systematically work our way through the process with our customer. We may have months to be able to achieve that. Sometimes we get brought in very, very late into a program, so time is of the essence. And if need be, we can deliver all this in 6 weeks. Our whole focus really is just satisfying the customer at the end of the day.